Hey everyone, I'm Colin Smith from photoshopCAFE, and a lot of people have been asking about the Mavic 3 versus the Mavic 2 Pro. So I've gone out extensively, I've gone out on location 3 times and I've flown these and I've got a whole bunch of test results for you. Number one, form factor, the size. Isn't the Mavic 3 so much bigger than the Mavic 2? Well, actually no. If you look at the body, the actual size of it is not really that different. What is different are the arms are longer, thinner, and we get a wider wingspan with larger props. By the way, just want to mention, guys, this is not sponsored, so I can be 100% honest, which I will be. As far as the weight, Mavic 3 is actually a little bit lighter than the Mavic 2 Pro. Flight time. I take both of these to the beach. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing. Start both of these at the same time. Bring them into land at 20%. Hover them very, very closely, and then shut them off at 15% battery. So this particular flight I took off at 12:49, and I landed the Mavic 2 at 15% of battery at 1:10. So that gives me 21 minutes of flight time. At that point, the Mavic 3 was at 45% battery. I bought this in and landed it at 15% battery, and I got a total of 31 minutes flight time. So I got a full 10 minutes extra on here, which is about a third more. All right. So as far as speed and noise, the Mavic 3 is definitely quieter. Speed I'm finding very similar. Ascent and descent speed on the 3 is twice as fast as it is on the 2. Now, obstacle avoidance, the APAS 5 will not be enabled until January, which is why I haven't tested it or done a comparison on the 3. The reason I got the 3 over the 2 Pro, which I already have, is for that micro four thirds sensor on that Hasselblad. It's giving you a larger sensor. That larger sensor means that it's going to perform better in low light, it's going to have less noise. Also, it's going to shoot wider. So the larger the sensor, the wider you're shooting without distortion, and technically you're going to get better images with less noise. So let's look at the images, and we're really going to test those and see how it goes. right, so when the Mavic 2 Pro came out, this was $1,600 for the drone, $2,000 for the Fly More kit. If you wanted to add the smart controller later, it was $750. Okay, a lot of people are up in arms about the Mavic 3. The base price is $2,200 just for the copter. If you want to add the Fly More kit, it now becomes $3,000. The other option is the Cine bundle. Now, what is the difference between the Cine and this? The only difference between the Cine and the Mavic 3 is the internal SSD. So it has a 1 terabyte internal SSD. But wait, you say, what about ProRes? Well, ProRes comes with that. You can only shoot with ProRes on the SSD because the internal storage and the cards in here would not be fast enough to support that ProRes anyway. All right, so it's $5,000 for the Cine, which is very expensive. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. One is the RC Pro comes with it. Now, that's $1,200 now instead of $750. Now it's $1,200 to buy it on its own. Now, that's running OcuSync 3. That's the main difference. The screen size, screen brightness is still pretty much the same as the smart controller. Also, you don't have the ability to buy this on its own. You have to buy it with the Fly More bundle, which is $3 grand. Plus, they're taking this on there, which would take it to $4,200, which means just a hard cost is only an $800 difference between the Mavic 3 and the Mavic Cine. Had I been able to just buy it outright for $3,000, I would have bought the Cine for $3,000 and I would have worried about the extra batteries and everything later. But unfortunately, that's not available. You have to buy the bundles to get there, so they're not selling that separately. Let's talk about the remote here. So one of the things that's kind of a little bit annoying is the smart controller will not work with the Mavic 3, and the reason for that stated by DJI is because the copter is OcuSync 3 and the controller is OcuSync 2. However, the challenge is that the remote that does come with the Mavic 3 is OcuSync 2. So this does support OcuSync 2, but strangely it's disabled from working with your smart controller. All right, so is it worth to do the upgrade from the Mavic 2 Pro to the Mavic 3? First of all, you got to look at the price. Is it $2,200, $3,000? Make sure you deduct the value of this from what you're paying for the upgrade, because you can actually get a pretty decent price for some of these on the used market, which is some of the viewers right now are considering, should I buy one of these used? Figure out what that is for you money-wise, and then look at the improvements and see if those are worth it. Now, things like obstacle avoidance, speed, those things may be a big deal, may not. To me, the biggest deal is flight time, having a third extra flight time. What's that worth to you? And then looking at the camera. I've given you shots of the photos. I've given you shots of the video. So the question you've got to ask yourself, is this improvement in the images worth the amount of money to me? So it's a pretty simple equation that you can do. Is how much will it cost you to upgrade? What are the benefits to you? Not the benefits. What are the benefits to you? What will you use? And that equals the price. Let me know your decision underneath in the comments. And by the way, I'll do a link to where you can buy this. It's an affiliate link. You pay the same price and everything like that, just adds my affiliate code. And what that does is it helps fund these kind of videos. So I appreciate that. If you do upgrade, use that link. But anyway, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Are you upgrading? Are you not upgrading? Is it too expensive? Did DJI got greedy? Do you feel like you're getting really good value for money? Are you excited? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then, of course, if you're new, welcome to Photoshop Cafe. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, you won't miss any of my videos. Also, check out my review on the Mavic 3. And if you guys appreciate this or liked it, hit that like button. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.